welcome to day 6 of your journey. So by now you're going to be feeling hopefully really strong. You've done 5 days of these yoga and meditation videos, and you're really dropping into your experience here with some clean eating and remembering your dreams, really allowing yourself to be connected to your inner self, your true nature, and also allowing nature to flow through you and clear out any of those toxins or that buildup from the previous season. So today's practice, we have a kind of exciting affirmation. I know we've been sort of working with some really simple ones. Today's is in Sanskrit, and it's called Om Nima Shiviya. Okay, so this means I bow with respect to my inner self. This is a very powerful mantra. It was passed down to me from the folks that I did my training with at an ashram in Hawaii. So that was my 200-hour training. And it's been passed down through just different trainers and gurus just for many, many years, for thousands of years. It was originally in a poem or sung, but it can also be spoken, and it's a really powerful mantra. Typically, it's used in meditation, and you would say the mantra 108 times, so that that would be how long you would meditate for, and that would help to distract the mind too. It's a really powerful mantra that allows you to sort of bring yourself into this place of enlightenment. So it's pretty special in that way. We're going to try a little bit of that meditation today at the end of practice. We're going to move through our movement, and then we're going to end with a little bit of mantra meditation, so focusing on the Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, so beginning our practice, we're going to need a couple of props today. So we're going to need a strap. It can be, if you don't have a strap, it can be a scarf, or sometimes you might have one of those, sort of like a strap that would wrap around your mat. That could work too. But if you do have a yoga strap, then you can go and grab that, and a block. So you might want to pause the video and run and grab these couple of things. And of course, and always a blanket. So yoga blanket's not necessary, it can be any kind of blanket. So beginning our practice, we're going to begin lying down. So bringing your blanket to the edge of the mat for your pillow, and we're going to come and just lay right down onto the mat. With your head on the pillow, we're just going to begin with the legs extended into full Shavasana, opening up the palms towards the ceiling, just allowing the ankles to fall out to the side. And begin to connect to your breath. Just in and out through the nose. And you can gently start to tuck your chin in toward the chest. We're going to begin our practice today with a short body scan. So beginning at the feet and the toes, just bringing the awareness down into the feet, noticing how the feet are feeling today, noticing their temperature. And then moving that awareness up into the ankles, the tops of the legs and the shins and the calves, moving the awareness up into the knees and the thighs and the hamstrings, up into the glutes and the pelvis, and allowing that awareness to come into the low belly. We're going to take a few nice deep belly breaths. So inhale into the belly. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale to the belly. Feel the expansion. Hold the breath. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Return the breath to its natural flow. Following the awareness up into the ribs and the chest, the shoulders, the tops of the shoulders, the throat. Maybe swallowing, gently lifting the chin to elongate the neck just a little bit here. And then up into the face, just making sure the face is relaxed. Letting the tongue fall from the roof of the mouth. Relax the cheeks, the forehead, the ears, the eyes. And then bring that awareness all the way up to the top of the head and just allow it to just dissolve, leaving you here firmly rooted in this present moment. And when you're ready, we're going to bring the feet to the floor, bottom of the feet to the floor. We're going to look over and grab our strap. So bringing the strap across the body so it's nice and wide and open. Opening it up into the hands. We're going to take both feet and extend them up. We're going to bring the strap into the middle of the foot. Extend the feet up towards the sky. Beautiful. Find a little bit of space between the feet. Draw the toes back towards the body and gently pull back on the strap or the scarf, whatever you found, just to give you a little bit of support here. Feel that stretch through the whole back of the leg. Beautiful. Now we're going to leave the right foot up. Take the left foot out and just place it on the floor. You can place the foot on the floor. We're going to relax the hands so that the elbows come down to the floor. So we're just holding onto the strap on either side to find a little bend in that knee as well, the extended knee. And then take the left leg here. If you'd like to find a deeper stretch here for the hip, you can take it long. Beautiful. We're just going to start to rub the strap or the scarf just on the bottom of the foot. Just waking up the bottom of the foot here. Rubbing it all the way from the heel up into the bottom of the foot, just below the toes. Might have to move it around a little bit. There we go. I've got a jingly strap. Beautiful. And then once you get to the toes, just bring it all the way back to the center of the foot. Beautiful. Holding that foot high. We're going to just bring the strap into the right hand. Right foot, right hand. Bring the left hand to the left hip. We're just going to find some circles here. Just whatever direction feels good to start. Just gently warming up the hip. Allowing those circles to get bigger and bigger. Nice big circles. Firmly rooting down through the shoulders and the hips here. Beautiful. Let's take those circles the other way, starting big. Big circles the other way. And just slowly allowing those circles to get smaller and smaller. Beautiful. Coming to stillness here. Now we're just going to take that leg and draw it back towards the body. Finding that hamstring stretch. You're really going to feel that up in the backs of the hamstrings, between the backs of the knee, up into the hips. Beautiful. Flexing the toes towards the body. And we'll just release that back to center. And then when you're ready, we're just going to allow the leg to drop over to the left, finding a bit of a twist here. The foot drops over, maybe shifting the hip a little bit over to the left. Maybe the foot comes to the floor, maybe not. And just opening up your right arm to the side, finding a nice twist here. Finding your breath. Just in and out through the nose. And if that feels complete for you, we're just going to bring that leg right back up, holding on to that strap. We're going to bring it into the right hand and then just send it over to open up. Beautiful. Maybe the foot comes down to the floor, but maybe not. Just finding that spot where you're feeling the core light up. You might be feeling the shoulder, the left shoulder coming off the mat, but what I invite you to do is just root those shoulders down. Just find a gentle opening to that hip. Beautiful. Draw the toes on both feet in towards your body. Flex the feet. Find the breath. Beautiful. Let's bring that foot back to center. And we're just going to release the foot all the way down. Bring the strap across the body. Open up the arms, bend the knees, plant both of the feet. And we're going to take the feet wide and just find a little windshield wiper here. And close the eyes. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Heel to those feet back in so they're just about shoulder distance apart. And then we're going to take the left foot and bring it to the strap. So the inside of the foot, right in the middle of the arch is in the strap. And we're just going to extend the leg, holding on to either side. Bring the elbows down to the floor, gentle bend to the knee. And we'll just start with that rubbing. Rubbing the strap or the skirt, all the way from the heel up through the arch of the foot and into the bottom of the foot, into the bottom leg of our, just below the heel, just below the toes. Beautiful. And then coming all the way back to the arch. Still finding a little micro bend to that knee. We're going to take the right leg long here, drawing the toes back towards the body, keeping active through that right foot and the left leg, but also maybe finding a bend. We're going to take the strap into the left hand here and just draw the foot back towards the wall behind you. So we're finding that stretch in the hamstring here. Connect to your breath. Flex through the right foot. Draw the left toes towards the body as well. Beautiful. Let's just release that back to center. We're going to take the strap into the right hand and just allow the leg to just fall over the right side of the body. Finding a bit of a twist here. Bringing it to the floor. You can totally bring your hip up off the floor here. If the left shoulder comes off the floor as well a little bit, then that's okay. Just really finding a deep stretch into the hip here. Opening up the left hand to the side. Bringing it to the floor feels like too much, you can always hover the leg. Just finding your edge of flexibility, and we're just playing with that edge. We're not pushing past that edge of flexibility, unless the body allows it, but you know where you need to go with this. Beautiful. Let's bring that back to center, all the way over to the other side. Bring the strap into the right hand and just set that leg down. If it doesn't come all the way down, that's okay. It can hover just as long as you're feeling that stretch into the sides of the hips. You're going to be really feeling that in the left hip here. Finding a nice bend to the knee. Beautiful. Come back to center. We almost forgot to do our circles on this side. Let's do our circles now. Just whatever direction feels good. Starting small and then getting bigger and bigger. Connecting to the breath. Nice big circles. And then we'll take those circles the other way, starting big and then going to small. We hold a lot of emotions in our hips. And so when we work with the hips in yoga, this can release certain emotions, sometimes good, sometimes bad, maybe not bad, but just intense. So if there's anything flowing today, I invite you to just let that happen. Just allowing those circles to become smaller and smaller. Beautiful, bringing that back to center. We're gonna just release the strap. Bring that foot down to the floor, plant the feet. We're gonna find a little tuck and tilt of the pelvis here. So just tucking and tilting. Just releasing the hips. Whatever speed you're going, I invite you to go even slower. Place the hands on the floor beside you. And then when you're ready, we're going to lift those feet off the floor, bend the knees, bring the hands behind the knees, and find a little bit of a playful rock here. Rock and roll until we can gain that momentum to come all the way up. Beautiful. And we're gonna come to a nice seated posture here. So maybe that's cross-legged, if that works for you. Maybe that's legs extended, if that feels more comfortable. Just finding whatever works. You can always take the blanket to sit on. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. We're gonna keep practice low and slow today. Sometimes on day 6, it could be a juicing day for you. So you might be feeling a little less energy, but you might be feeling a lot of energy. So we're gonna play with it a little, but we're gonna keep it calm, keep it chill. Okay, so finding a nice comfortable seat here. We're gonna start with some circles, nice and slow, all the way around, closing the eyes, circling around, coming back to this movement that we did on day 1. Whatever speed you're going, I invite you to just take it even slower here. Connecting to the breath. Let's take those circles the other way. And coming back to center, sit up nice and tall. We're gonna rise the arms up overhead. And then we're going to drop the right hand down towards the floor, plant the hand and bring the left hand over for a nice side body stretch, bending into that right elbow. Beautiful, we're gonna cartwheel it over. Left hand comes over the body and plants, right hand comes up and over. Find that side body stretch. Beautiful, let's go back and forth. Pairing the breath here. We're gonna inhale, bring it over, and exhale as you arrive. Inhale, bring it over, and exhale as you arrive. Inhale, bring it over, and exhale to arrive. Last one, inhale, bring it over, and exhale as you arrive. Beautiful, come back to center. We're gonna place the hands on the floor, fingertips on the floor, and just walk the hands behind the body. Opening up the chest here, looking up towards the ceiling. Really pulling the shoulder blades together here. Maybe closing the eyes, feeling that expansiveness through the chest and the gentle tightening behind the shoulder blades. Beautiful, let's come back to center. Rise the arms up towards the sky. Feel that stretch in the back body. We're going to take the left hand and bring it behind the head, behind the neck, so that elbow's pointing up. We're going to take the right hand and bring it to the outside of that left elbow and just gently tip over to the right. Find a nice stretch to the bicep here. Beautiful. Come back to center. Release the hands back to center. Hold on to that beach ball. Then we're going to take the right hand and send it down the back onto the side of the neck. And then their left hand comes to that right elbow. Grabbing onto that elbow, we're going to tip to the left. Beautiful. Feel that stretch in the bicep. On your next exhale, returning back to center, take those arms up towards the sky. Beautiful. Then we're going to bring the hands together and drop them into the heart. Take a little pause here. I want you to practice with the mantra for a moment. Om Namah Shivaya. Try saying that in your head. It's a silent mantra for now. It's just as powerful as an unspoken mantra. A mantra means mind control. So it's a way of taming the mind by using these Sanskrit words or phrases. Now, a mantra in Sanskrit is much more powerful than just using English words. They have an ancient wisdom, ancient magic attached to them. It just makes them more powerful, allowing you to really transcend here at the end of this journey. It's just closing, keeping your eyes closed here. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to drop the hands to the tops of the legs, sit up nice and tall, really dropping into a short meditation practice. We're not going to do the 108 times in this video, but you can certainly do that after the practice. If you have a mala that has 108 beads on it, you can use the mala to count out the mantra, and that can also be a really powerful way to connect with it, with your practice. Okay, so just starting to drop into your heart space, finding that length in the spine, making sure you're nice and comfy, getting out any last little wiggles. Maybe the legs are extended. Maybe butterfly pose feels good here. If cross-legged isn't. Finding a nice comfortable seat just for a few minutes here. Start to connect to the breath. In and out through the nose. Using the breath as a meditation tool is useful, but it's not quite as powerful as using mantra. We're harnessing this ancient wisdom. Om Namah Shivaya. I bow with respect to my inner self, which is something that you've really done here with this week, this journey of yoga and cleansing. You can attach the mantra to the breath. Breathing in, Om Namah Shivaya. Breathing out, Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe in, Om Namah Shivaya. Breathe out, Om Namah saying the words, we're just allowing them to be in your head, just listening to my voice saying them. And just continue this way at your own pace and time. And if at this point you start to feel the mantra is fading and your thoughts are intruding, you can simply just draw yourself back to the mantra. Simply and gently, no judgment. It's very challenging to keep your mind focused. We're training the mind here with this meditation practice. Just continuing to use the breath and the mantra together to keep the mind focused. Breathe in, Om Nima Shivaya. Breathe out, Om Nima Shivaya. And find yourself arriving at your own inner experience, at your heart center, fully connected and aware. Gently starting to bring yourself back. We'll start to find a sway from side to side, finding a little bit of movement. Just a nice gentle sway. Noticing if there's any tightness in the body. Sometimes it's the stillness that can bring about more sensation in the body. Slowly start to flutter the eyes open, continuing to sway back and forth. Just ever so slowly. And then coming back to center, closing the eyes, sit up nice and tall, nice long, lengthened spine. Find that breath. The bowl seals the practice. Gently start to open your eyes. And now we're going to just slowly come into our Shavasana. I invite you to maybe just set the blanket off to the side, opening it up so that it's easier to bring across your body for a little bit of warmth. We're going to take that block and bring it to the end of the mat. This is our treat for the meditation that we just did. That was 5 minutes of mantra meditation. So really challenging to even go that long. So congratulations, you did it. You did a really good job. I'm so proud of you for coming this far in this journey, this week, and all the new things that I get to introduce to you. I'm really, really honored and really proud. Okay, so we're just going to scooch into the middle of the mat here. First, we're going to set the block off to the side, actually. Now we're going to send the hands forward and slowly bring ourselves down onto the mat. Beautiful. And then we're going to take the block, lift the head up. We're going to bring it to a medium block so that it is going to be standing up like this. And the ridge of the block, or you can, if you don't have a block, you can use a book as well, like a really thick book. And we're going to bring it right into the back of the skull, right on the, it's called the occipital ridge. So it's the ridge of this, where the ridge of the skull is right at the top of the cervical spine. So we're not pressing onto the spine, we're really just allowing the block to come to the edge of the skull here. Beautiful, finding a nice tuck to the chin here. You can set your hands up to the side. Let's bring the blanket over the body as much as possible, bringing you some nice warmth and comfort. And then we're just going to allow the head to shift from side to side. Before we really drop into this practice, let's bring the head back to center. Bring the hands to the heart. Extend the legs to full Shavasana legs. Allowing the feet to fall out to the side. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Thank you for tuning in today, and thank you for trusting me to guide you on this journey. Namaste. And take your time coming into your Shavasana, maybe extending the hands, palms up to the sky, and just shaking the head gently, no. And allowing this beautiful massage to the back of the neck. You can stay here as long as you need to, as long as it feels good. Maybe coming to stillness and just allowing the tongue or the chin to be tucked and the back of the neck to be open. And if at any point it feels like enough for your neck, you can always reach back and remove the block. Just for now, finding a beautiful, restful Shavasana.